Hi everyone, it's Sorkan. Today we have a problem when we need to implement the calendar without causing a triple booking. So what triple booking means? So let's take this example that we have here. So let's say that in our calendar we have a start date 10 and we have end date 20, so we can add the first pair, right? So we can add 10 and the 20. The next time is 50 and 60. So there is no intersection. We are adding 50 and the 60. So the next one is that the 10 and the 20. 10, 20, it means that we can still add that 10, 40. 10, 40, we can still add that, but for 10, 20 at this section, right? At this part, we have intersection here for it's a double booking. It's a double booking at this part 10, 20. So we are still adding that but we can still add that. So but the next one is 5 and the 15, right? So 5 and the 15, so which means that the starting from here, from 5 and to 15. Can we add that? No, we cannot, because at this part, right, from 10 to 20, from 10 to 15 at this part, if we are gonna add this event, then at this part from 10 to 15 we are having a triple booking, so we cannot add that. So in this case we are returning true here, true for this one, true for the 10 and the 40, and for the next one 5 to 15 we are returning false because it will cause a triple booking. Okay, let's take this example and that we have seen earlier. So for example, let's say that in our calendar we are adding 10 and 20, so we can add that, and we need to maintain that in some sort of data structure. In data structure that we are going to use in this case, we are going to implement that in Java, so that we are going to use list of array of integers. So let's just call it calendar. And to our calendar, first we are adding 10 and 20. The next one is, next event that we are adding is 50 and 60. So again, we can add that 50 and 60 to our calendar. And the next event that we are adding is 10 and 40, right? So 10, let's say that the 40 is here, 10 and 40. So we can still add that 10 and 40, but we have intersection here, and we have an intersection. It means that at this part it's a double booking from 10 to 20. How we are going to find that out? So the way we are going to do that, so the new event, every time we are adding a new event, we are going to, so from 10 to 20, right? So here from 10 to 40. So every time we are adding a new event, we are going to check it against our events in our calendar. And if there is an intersection, we are going to add that to our new data structure. Let's call it overlaps. So to the overlaps, we are going to add whatever the intersection is here, right? So whatever the overlap is here. So overlap is here 10 and 20, and we are going to add that here to our another data structure. Again, it's also array of list of array of integers, and we are adding 10 and 20 here. So how we are going to check that? We are going to, so for it's our start, right? And it's our end, the new event that we are adding here. So we need to make sure that our start, if our start is less than the end of the event that we are checking against, right? So if our start, which is 10 in this case, if 10 is less than 20, and if our end, which is 40, is more than our start, so both of these conditions are met, more than 10, so in that case it means that there is an intersection, and we need to find that intersection. How we are finding that intersection? We are taking the maximum of the starts. So in this case 10 and 10, the maximum is in both cases is 10, and what is the minimum of the ends? So minimum is here 40 and 20, right? The minimum is here is 20. So we are taking this part, this is an overlap intersection, and we are adding that to our another data structure. And again, we are adding our 10 and 40 to our calendar. It's a double booking, but still we can add that. So next one is we are adding 5, let's say that 5 and 15, right? can we add that? So can we add 5 and the 15? So from here to here, can we add that? No, we cannot add, because this is a triple booking here, right? Again, what we are going to do, first thing is that we are checking in our overlaps. Again, we are performing the same check. If our start is equals to 5, right, and the end equals to 15, start is equals to 5 and the end equals to 15. So we are checking that if our start is 5, right, if it's less than our end of our overlap, which is 20, yes, it's less than that, and we are checking that if our end, which is 15, is 15 more than our start, which is 10, yes, it is, then it means that it's an overlap, so we cannot add that. So for this one, we are going to return true our book method, right? It's gonna our book function, it's gonna return true. It's going to return true here, but the next one that we are trying to add, 5 and the 15, for that one we are going to return, for this one, right, the new one that we're trying to add, we are going to return false, because this part is triple booking. From 5 to 10, it's a triple booking, and we are going to return false. Okay, first thing that we do here, we are creating two our data structures, a list of array of integers, calendar and overlap, where we are going to store our events, and where we are going to store overlaps. So in our book method, in our book function, we are receiving a start and the end event, start date, start time, and the end time of our event. So first thing that we do, we are going over our overlaps, and we are again checking that if our start is less than our end of our interval, right, whatever the overlap we have, and if our end is more than our start of our overlap, then in that case we are returning false. It means that it's a triple booking, so we are only adding that when we have a double booking. So we are, if at this point, if both of these are true, so it means that we have a triple booking, we are returning false. If it's not, then we are checking what? We are checking the new event that we are adding against every event in our calendar. So we are checking that if our start is less than our end of our event, right, and if our end is more than the start of the event that we are checking against, if both of these conditions are true, so we are, then it means that there is a double booking. If there is a double booking, we are adding that to our overlaps. So we are adding that to our overlaps, and we are taking the maximum of the starts, maximum of our start of our event, and the start of the event that we are checking against, and the minimum, we are taking the end of our event and the end of the event that we are checking against, and we are adding that to our overlaps. And at the end, we are adding to our calendar. So it doesn't matter here, it's a double booking or we are just adding that. We need to add that event to our calendar, and we are adding a new event to our calendar, and we are returning true. So what's the time and space complexity of this solution? The time complexity is that determined by these two data structures, by these two for loops, and in this case it's a 2 of n. We are gonna take it as an n, so we can disregard the constant part. And for the space complexity is the same. We are using two data structure. It's 2 of n, but we are taking it as n, so also it's O of n. Okay, that's it for today. Hope you like my content. If you like it, please hit the like button and subscribe my channel. See you next time. Bye.